Good morning, y'all. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the disadvantages of being a digital nomad. It's not all sunshine, cocktails, and sunsets and happy hours, all right? It's a lot of work. So today, I'll give you the truth about what it's like being a digital nomad. Check it out. Alright, so everyone has this dream. I also have, or had this dream that I wanted to travel around the world, have the freedom to be able to work from anywhere. Sounds like the dream life, right? Okay, and so I started off with this idea that this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be able to work around the world, travel around the world, because I love to travel. And nowadays it's not really about travel, it's really about kind of going to a place, staying there for an extended amount of time and enjoying it and getting to know it. And one of the best places, and to be able to do that, you have to work, obviously. And so this idea of being a remote worker and digital nomad and working from your computer is appealing to a lot of people, okay? But what most people don't understand is how much work it requires. And it's not just that when you're here, you have to work. It's also the amount of work required, or the amount of work to develop the skill sets necessary to be able to do so. Because working from your computer, if you're not a computer worker, generally that's okay. So it's called being a knowledge worker. For a lot of people who aren't used to working on a computer, let's say you're from the service industry where you're used to working in the restaurants or hotels or anything based on like service and maybe that kind of factor, and you're not used to working on a computer, then you have to make that mental transition to be like, okay, now my work and a lot of my time is going to be spent in front of a computer, and I've got to learn certain skill sets that's applicable to a computer. And that's one of the hardest things I struggled with, because I'm in my 20s and stuff, I was super active in like working in the service industry. So I started off kind of traveling the world, scuba diving, and working in bars and stuff, and I was like, okay, well, I want to not do this now. I need to work from the computer. But being able to sit down and focus and get things done, or develop those skill sets and really get back to learning, is the hardest part. And so if you're not good at that and you hate spending time on the computer, then being a digital nomad is probably not for you, because most of your time will be in front of a computer. And working on the computers can be extremely frustrating, because constantly it's like some days you want to break your computer, some days things just don't work because technology is tricky, right? Technology, there's new softwares and there's new tricks and there's new strategies, and it's developing so fast that you have to keep up. And so it's not like you could just sit in front of the computer and go on Facebook all day and think that, okay, great, now I'm going to live this digital nomad lifestyle. It doesn't work that way. You really have to focus, and you have to really be able to look at what you're doing as like a puzzle. You're constantly solving a puzzle every day, and that's one of the main disadvantages if you're not able to focus, and if you hate working on a computer, and if you can't sit in one place and focus for a long time, or a few hours at least at a time, then being a digital nomad is probably not for you, because you won't make it. You won't be able to keep a job, or especially if you want to maybe start up a side hustle like doing e-com or affiliate marketing or any of these things. You really need to be able to focus on learning these softwares and necessary skills to make it on the computer. So that's one of the main disadvantages, guys. So before you start and think about heading out on this dream to become a digital nomad, ask yourself, okay, am I willing to learn how to use these softwares and tools and just put myself and devote myself in front of the computer almost every single day? And once you start doing it, you get used to it, and it becomes quite fun, because it's like solving a problem. You have to really want to solve a problem, because every single day something is going to go wrong, and so you have to go out and be able to solve it. Hopefully that was helpful, guys. Give me a like on Facebook, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, talk to you later.